Hi students, in the last video we discussed about the introductory part of the chapter how do organisms reproduce, and we also discussed about the types of reproduction, that is asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. So what do you mean by asexual reproduction? Asexual reproduction is a reproduction in which new individuals are produced from a single parent. What is sexual reproduction? Is a reproduction in which two individuals are involved to produce a new individual. That means fusion of male and female. Okay, so here in this chapter we are going to study in detail about asexual and sexual reproduction. So now we will discuss about asexual reproduction and its types in detail. And you may be familiar with these terms which you have already studied in your lower classes. So the different types of asexual reproductions are fission, budding, regeneration, fragmentation, spore formation and vegetative propagation. So you all may be familiar with these terms. So here now we are going to explain each one of these type of asexual reproduction with examples. Okay, so first we will discuss about fission. Fission, as you all know, it's an asexual reproduction by which a unicellular organisms divides to form two or more new individuals. And it is of two types, that is binary fission and multiple fission. So binary fission, from that word itself it's clear, bi means two. That means from a single organisms it divides to from two individuals, two daughter cells. Okay, here what happens in the first, the nucleus divides and forms two nuclei. Then the cytoplasm gets divides and it forms two daughter cells. And the examples are amoeba and paramecia. So here you can see the diagram of, yes, this is an amoeba, unicellular organisms. First here you can see the nucleus divides, right? And it forms two nuclei, 1, 2. Then the cytoplasm gets divided. And you can see at last it forms two daughter cells. That means from a single organisms it divides to form two daughter cells. Binary means two. And what is multiple fission? In this method, that is one organisms divides to form many daughter cells. An example is Plasmodium vivax. Plasmodium, it's a malarial parasite. Okay, that means one organisms divides to form or produce or divides to many daughter cells. So this is about fission. Fission is an asexual reproduction by which a unicellular organisms divides to form two or many new individuals. And types are binary fission and multiple fission. And the next one is budding. Again, you all are very familiar with the term budding. Budding in yeast and budding in Hydra. So here from that word itself, bud. So first a bud arises in the body of the organisms. Then that bud grows, it develops, then it matures, then it gets detached from the parent and they develop as a new individual, independent individual. That means a bud arises, it grows and get the shape of the parent, then it get detached from the parent and they forms an independent individual. This is Hydra. And here you can see the yeast cell in the same way. First a bud arises, then bud grows, it matures, then it attains the shape of the parent, it gets detached from the parent and it will form an independent individual. That's about budding in Hydra and yeast. And the next one is regeneration. Something recreated or regenerated. So in this method, a part of the body of the organism, if it is cut or broken, it can develop into a new individuals. So examples are Hydra, planaria, starfish. So here you can see an example of planaria. So planaria can be cut into any number of pieces, okay, and each pieces can grow into a complete organism. So here you can see it has been cut into 3 pieces, right? So each piece can grow into a complete organism. That means the lost out part can be regenerated. Okay, this is planaria, and here you can see Hydra. See me cut into two pieces. So whatever the lost piece, it's able to regenerate it and forms a new individual in the both pieces. Yes, so this is about regeneration in Hydra planaria, and starfish is also an example. And the next one is fragmentation. Again, if a familiar term, fragmentation in Spirogyra, which you all already studied. That means in this, the body of the multicellular organism breaks up into small pieces. Small pieces means small fragments. Fragments means pieces. Okay. So when the organism get matured, it will breaks up into pieces. So each pieces can develop into a new individual. That is called fragmentation. An example is Spirogyra. Okay. And the next one is spore formation. So in this method, the structure is called sporangia. Here you can see sporangia, which consists of spores. Okay, spores which develops into new individuals. So when these spores, they get suitable climate. They get suitable climate, or that means when they get contact with moist climate, they will develops into new individuals. Here you can see the spores germinating into new individuals. Okay, and the examples are Rhizopus, Mucor, Penicillium, etc. And here the sporangia, which consists of spores. When they get suitable climate or moist, they will germinate into a new individual. And the next one is vegetative propagation. Again, a familiar term. So let me ask you a question. Vegetative propagation, what are the vegetative parts of a plant? Vegetative parts means those parts which can give rise to a new one. Yes. So what are the vegetative parts of a plant? Yes, stem, root and leaves. So there are certain plants which can, a piece of stem is enough to grow into a new one, and roots give rise to a new plant, or the leaves can give rise to a new one, right? So some examples which grow from roots, that is dahlia, sweet potato. Then from stem, potato, ginger, rose, etc. Then from leaf, bryophyllum and begonia. So here you can see the bryophyllum. Yes, so these are the plants, some of the examples of plants which can arise from the vegetative parts. So what are the vegetative parts? Root, leaf and stem. Okay. Then nowadays these vegetative propagations also are being done artificially. That means in the agriculture it plays a very important role. So it is being done by cutting, layering, grafting, etc. So in the agriculture it plays a major role. And let me ask you, what are the benefits of this vegetative propagation? And it's very easy to grow the plants like by the different parts of the roots, like vegetative parts, right? Root, stem and leaves. So what are the benefits of it actually? So one important benefit is that the exact copy of the parent plant can be produced. Yes, so whatever genetically similarity, whatever is their qualities or characteristics is there in the parent, it can be we can develop such baby plants by using this type of technique, vegetative propagation. And what is another benefit? So the plants raised by vegetative propagation can bear the flowers and fruits earlier. They can develop the fruits and flowers earlier than those produced from seeds. So we can save time also. So we can get exact copy of the parent and we can save time also, because as they flower and fruit very earlier compared to the that produced from the seeds. So these are some of the benefits of vegetative propagation. So this is all about the different types of asexual reproduction. That is, today we discussed about fission, budding, regeneration, fragmentation, spore formation and vegetative propagation. I hope these topics are clear to you. Now next we need to discuss about the sexual reproduction, which will be discussed in the next video. So thank you.